bam, boo, bam. Let's go.
Oh, what's up, Bam? Let's go. What's going on, brother?
What's good?
Dude, what's going on? I'm surprised you're on. I was expecting a phone call with some muffling on the other end. Going, I can't make the fucking podcast today.
You know, it was a good day. It was a good day. You know, went to the dentist, got a little work done and shit like that. You know, got my.
Is it the same lady that killed you?
Yes, it was the terrorist lady. You know, she's crazy. You know, and the thing is this: I always talk shit, right? So when she came in the room, she was like, I heard you don't like me. I heard you got post-traumatic stress. You tried to kill yourself last night. She was going in on me. I was like, no, not really. But you're horrible. You know, you fucking yanked my teeth out, man.
It's like, how did they get back there?
Because I'll be talking shit in the office. I was like, what? I'm paying $1,500. You gonna hear me? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna fucking hurt me and not hear me.
So she took it easy on you.
Oh yeah. You know.
Oh, you're fucking hilarious, bro. You're fucking killing me. Anyways.
She's a good doctor.
She's a good doctor?
Yeah,
all right. People, like our Facebook page. That's at Shooting the Shit. You can stream all our live episodes, be a part of the show, comment. You can do the exact same thing on YouTube. That's at Shooting the Shit Podcast. Subscribe to our page. Press the notification. It pops up when we go live, man. Do the exact same thing. Tell Bam that the dentist needs to hit him up again. Hit it up, you know? Let's do this. Once this show is going next week, we're going to hear about it again, man. Anyways, once the show is done, we upload it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all that good stuff, man. That's at Shooting the Shit Podcast 1. All right, man. We got the boys on tonight, man.
Yes,
you know, let's get them on here. We got the first one. Yo, what up, Alex? DJ, what up?
Yeah. What's going on, homies?
Good, bro, man. Thanks for taking the time being on, bro. Thanks for tying up the kids for about 40 minutes and be a part of the show.
We'll see the fights in the background. We'll see.
Yeah. James, what's up, James?
What's up, boys? Joe, Bam, Alex, what's up?
Always a pleasure, man.
No, see, wrong way. James.
I fucked up too.
Yeah, see, James.
This is the only one I can't fuck up, right? Like, shut up. You know what I mean? I fucking hate the mirror image. Yo, what's up, Carm?
Gentlemen, how you doing, boys?
What's up, Carm?
We're doing great, man.
Y'all looking good. Y'all looking good. I like it.
He says this on the show, but he doesn't say that behind the scenes.
What do you say? What do you say behind the scenes?
I said you're a good-looking guy. You know. Do you really want me to tell people what I fucking talk to you shit about? Anyways, James, man, you end up getting us a special guest today for the show, The Boys. You know what I mean? We were talking earlier about COVID and bullshit, and how things were, taking a hit, and you came to me with a cool story that I haven't had a chance to hear because I'm too busy with my own fucking stank over here. But tell me a bit about it, man.
Okay, so it's a really good friend of mine now, who's now become a really good friend of mine. The owner of A Foot Above Fitness in Orleans, a buddy of mine named Zach. He's decided that health is essential. He feels that somebody shouldn't be able to dictate to him whether his business is essential or not. So what Zach has decided to do is he's decided to stay open even during the lockdowns.
Cool, man. Let's get Zach on, man. Yo, Zach, how's it going, buddy?
Hey,
Zach. What's up?
Zach, man, it's got to be tough to be an owner of a business through the bullshit for within a year. Can you tell us a bit about this? Yeah, tell me a bit about it, man.
Tough to be an owner, especially of a gym.
Yeah.
So, it's a weird rock and a hard place. I've talked to I've talked to a whole bunch of business owners from all sorts of things lately. And, sure, restaurant owners, I feel for those guys. I'm in a weird spot in that, I've been fighting for health for the last damn near a decade. I was a trainer before I opened my gym 2.5 years ago. And so, I've been pro-health for a long time. And now to watch people eat a Krispy Kreme donut in exchange for their vaccine passport, it's tough to watch when you own a business and especially a gym.
I agree, man. I agree. So the first lockdown was what, about mid-March of last year, right?
Yeah.
So now, you being a business owner at the first time, we have no fucking idea what COVID's all about. They're dumping this shit on us. One day we wake up, everything's a ghost town. I deliver for HVAC and plumbing supplies. So I'm driving around the city, and literally there's not a soul out there. There's no cars, no nothing. How was that initial hit? What was going through your mind at that time?
Well, so it's kind of morbid to say, but there have been a few times in history where we've had mass extinction, a real virus that wipes a bunch of people out. And so there was part of me that was like, oh my God, this is it. Oh,
the zombie apocalypse.
It's coming, my God. And so I closed my doors. I locked down March till about the end of April. And why do you like smoking every day, drinking every day, whatever. I was like, business is over, screw it. And I started reading. And I'm just that type A type of person that I'll just keep reading. If you leave me alone, I just soak up information. And then things started to not make sense. And it's like, wait, this is just a coronavirus. We've seen some of those before. Yep. Never really beat them before. It doesn't seem to be killing people who are younger than 65 and not inside of a long-term care. So maybe I don't need to be so scared of it about myself. But I'm a healthy individual, and there's lots of people who are not healthy. So I went back to then like working out, snuck a few friends in around like June or so. Yep. I had a couple trainers who reached out, and they're like, I have clients who still want to go to the gym. Can we get in? And that started to happen. And then it was like July or whatever it was that like we opened with modifications or whatever. Yep. So that first like initial March, I thought this was it. Holy fuck.
I totally agree, guys. It was one of those, like, it was a reality check, because I'm up that Monday morning, driving around on the highway. I could have literally drove with my eyes fucking closed. There's no one outside. Yeah. Like, I was coming back so quickly and yelling at the guys at the warehouse going, yo, where the fuck's my load? And they're like, bro, you're not supposed to be back for another hour because of traffic jam. But you know what I mean? We're just flying in and out, right? We're just like, the hell's going on? But yeah, they literally did input that fear of like, shit, like things are real, like watch out, and you know the deaths are here, and you're putting on TV and Italy's getting a hit, and you're like, holy fuck, this is happening.
How happy were your clients, Zach, to see that you were open? And like, could you see, given how the times are, they're so tumultuous, a lot of stress, a very high stress situation, you don't know, should you be going outside, should you not? How happy were you seeing clients coming in and even leaving the gym after a good workout? Like, do you see the stress level drop, and like, and how beneficial was it to have your gym open, not only for you as a business, but for your clients as well, to have a place that they could feel safe?
Well, so like that was the whole point to this, I'm going to say, since I started opening up in April or June or whenever the heck it was. But like, I haven't been like making money hand over fist or nothing like that. Yeah, of course. This has been about clients' happiness since I opened up my doors. And so, like I had a trainer who came in, and he had at least 3 clients with him, and they all came up to me, like looked me in the eyes, and were like, thank you for letting this happen. And then I was like, oh, okay, like maybe there's 2 sides to this coin, and that like, sure, I'm going to keep my business open, but like I'm going to keep people's mental health together. Yeah. And now that we're a year into it, or I tell everybody it's been 54 weeks of 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and like, like we're all feeling run down. So you need a place to go to get some energy out. And so, people were happy I was open up then. I've had people who are happy I'm open up now. Yeah, those real diehards. If I didn't have a gym, thank God I had a key to my gym, or I'd have been hanging in my closet. Like,
I feel you, brother.
Guys, I could personally say that I sent Zach a message, word for word, saying thank you for having balls. Thank you for staying open during this time, having the balls to do that, stand up for not just yourself and your business, but for everybody who wants to work out and keep their sanity at a normal pace, you know? And you know what, Zach, live again on TV, bro. Thank you again for that.
Thanks, man.
That's
dope. You're welcome. That's why I do it.
So you had a bit of a situation with the bylaw officer, and the bylaw officer called the police and stuff. I got a clip. Do you mind if we play it, brother?
Rock and roll.
Let's do it. All right.
Oh, look at them. Oh, the cops are back there too. So, like you were saying, the bylaw actually called the cops to come down to basically shut you down.
So
is that what the story was?
The short little bylaws officer, you can kind of see there, he came and saw me back in like August or October or whatever. And so he already had a chip on his shoulder. And so he called the cops to say, can you come keep the peace? And so I've been told later that the police are there just...
Zachary Boisson.
Go ahead, Zach.
Sorry, so like I was saying, is that the police are there just to keep the peace. So this guy that you're looking at right now...
I can't believe I paused it right there.
Look at this guy's face, man.
This guy has 90% of his face covered, and I hate him already.
Is that James? James, bro. What the...
Are you kidding me, bro?
His eyes are way too open for being James. All right, let's keep going.
Officer affiliated with the City of Ottawa Bylaw Services.
Perfect.
I'm Constable Walker with the Ottawa Police Service. We're here to support bylaw in this case.
Like, it doesn't look like he wants to be there at all.
Nope.
Awesome.
You can tell they have nothing to do. Look how many people are there.
About yourself, your name and who you are? We're Ottawa Bylaw.
Perfect, thank you.
So we're here for inspection.
Hold up.
Make you go.
Wait a minute. Stop that for a second. You notice how they behaving themselves when a white man got a camera on them, right? I just got to point that out. Okay, let's roll.
Very polite.
Can I see that, please?
Yeah, only see your.
I'm gonna see.
Pause that 1 second. So to your comment, Bam, do you notice how he replied to the officer? You know, he was talking nice. How would you reply if the guy tried to walk into your business?
No, you can't come in here. First of all, they came and walked and opened the door.
He stopped them.
Zach didn't even open the door. They did. What do you want? We're closed, bitch. As far as Zach concerned, you know. But hey, you know,
that's the way it is.
I'll get him up here.
Yeah, let me see some paperwork first.
That's right. Badge numbers. Come on, people.
Yeah, let's go.
Give it up.
You already see Zach's just like, you fucking wasting my time. Had this been the first time they brought the cops, Zach?
Yeah, it's the first time they brought the cops.
And so who's, I say, executing this? I have a package of information because I believe all of you have taken some sort of oath prior to having a badge or doing anything, correct?
I love this part.
Yeah.
All right, like everybody's taking an oath here?
Crickets.
I'm a provincial.
Crickets.
Yeah. But when you get into your position, you take an oath, correct? Well, you guys have all taken an oth before your badge, correct?
What's the question that you have in particular, sir? Outside of the oath, that doesn't have anything to do with the infraction right now, correct?
No. I'm just curious.
Outside of your being curious about that, that doesn't have anything to do with what bylaw is here to investigate, correct?
Well, no, but my point future to that is that part of that oath is to hold the Constitution, right? You guys here are the Canadian Charter of Rights trumps all and everything. Are we in disagreement there?
So, like I said, sir, they're here to investigate under
Sure.
their authority.
Okay.
All right? So when you ask what they're here for, you're going to be talking to bylaw, all right?
Okay.
Outside of the oath, all right, you're asking them why they're here. They're going to be explaining that to you, correct?
Okay. But you guys are all under here, under oath,
So
sorry.
They're here
to
because
assist
we
them.
requested.
Yes, no, but I mean, like, to have your badge, right? Like, to be a police officer, you have to take an oath to get your badge,
Okay,
correct?
so, sir, again, what does that have to do with the current situation?
Because the later point to this is that part of that oath is saying that you will stand for the Constitution and the Canadian Charter of Rights.
Okay, so in this case, we're supporting
Okay,
these people who have authority
Okay.
to investigate, right?
perfect. So then you agree you've taken an oath?
So again, sir, what does that have to do with the conflict here that you have?
Can't get an answer.
Because
from
under Section 7 and Section 2 of the Canadian Charter of Rights, Section 2 says that you have a right to an association. That's why a whole bunch of people can wear
they
white
don't like
pointy
when
hats
they
and
do
go
their
burn a
homework,
flag.
man.
As long
They
as
don't
you're
like
not going to
when
be
people do their homework.
offensive or you're not going to try and hurt anybody, there is no limit to that. So stuff like saying you can only be with 10 people at a time is against our Canadian Charter of Rights, a thing that you've taken an oath against.
So right now, sir, I'm going to interrupt you and just say this. At this point, they're going to be the ones who determine whether they have authority to search your business. That's
Okay.
their authority.
Okay.
We're assisting them to make sure that everything is basically kept as peaceful. Okay?
Okay.
If you have any concerns with it, if they have the authorization to go in, the proper forum for you to contest that would be in court. Because
I've already contested stuff in court. Yeah, I've already tried.
But
Yeah.
the judges will be the ones to determine if there's any conflict or they disagree with it. But if
And
they've been
so-
given authorization, they're going to enact that.
Okay, but
You
courts
understand
are
that,
closed. Yeah, I understand what you're saying to me. I say that you're here supporting them, and they are, I'm going to say, the leading head on this. Sure, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that you guys, police officers, I'm going to say those who should be standing for the law,
Okay.
have understood that you guys have taken an oath to
So
the
you
Canadian
understand that,
Charter
sir,
of Rights.
that if they've been given authority to go up and investigate, and we're assisting them in that, then we're upholding the law because they have authority to do an investigation, correct?
But what if that law is counter to the Canadian Charter of Rights?
Then what did I just tell you? It's basically the courts would determine whether it's counter or not, right?
Okay.
So at this point,
And the courts are
when
closed
you're-
right now, no?
So, as I said, sir, if you have any contest to it, the courts would be the forum for that.
But they're
If they
closed.
have authorization, they're able to act on that authorization.
Okay.
right? To ensure that it's a peaceful transition for how it acts, that's all that we're looking to do.
Okay, so you're just here to
So-
prevent violence, is it?
So
Yes,
we will be
yes.
assisting them, okay? So
Okay.
So ID.
Yes, thank you.
So here are your two summons. One today, one from yesterday. and your court date is June 18th.
Wait, stop.
Constellation,
Whoa,
when
whoa,
Constellation-
whoa, whoa,
You'll-
whoa, hold on.
Stop that there. Go for it.
Because what in the hell makes she could give you one from yesterday? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Prove to me you was here yesterday, bud. You get what I'm saying?
here's the even better part. She misspelled section on those summons.
No void, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Wow.
man, she's just mad that she hasn't been in the gym. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Let's see the picture.
And here's my provincial offensive officer card.
Oh my
You
god.
see that?
Yeah, that's perfect. Exactly.
What a Karen.
All right. So now we're gonna go in and see who's in there. And
Sure, can I see some paperwork for that?
We don't need to show the paper. We
Yes,
do
you do.
your business. Okay.
I'm not looking to contract you guys in anything to do with my business going on in here. So unless you can show me some sort of paperwork saying that you have some right to come into here, if you have a warrant or if these guys have a warrant to come along with.
For inspection. You're
Pause
a
for a sec.
business, and we have the
Yes,
right
sir.
to enter to inspect your business.
Okay, now the real point here is that if they actually had legal jurisdiction to come into my business, those police officers would have railroaded me and just walked right into my business.
Yeah.
So, like, if they had actual grounds to come in, they'd have come in. But
That's true.
watch what happens.
That is not my understanding of the law. Show me that. Show me that in paperwork. I'd like to see that in paper.
You can contest it. You can make a complaint.
I've already contested fines last time you came in
We're going
here.
up. Otherwise, we're gonna charge every single person coming out of that door. We're gonna go here, so it's your choice. Whether we go
So you're
up
gonna
to make
come
everything-
upstairs and try and charge everybody. It's all gonna be the same thing, man. Listen, you're trying to finagle me into letting you into here.
You try to give us a hard time. We already told you you're not supposed to open. There is a gathering happen, and under the provincial order, you're not supposed to. Your business
Under the
act-
Canadian Charter of Rights,
Okay, has
you have
nothing to do with the Charter of Right, okay?
Sorry, say that again, but louder.
There is right now an emergency, state of emergency under the provincial order, okay? You need to understand that, okay? We're not here to disagree and agree on what you're saying. I'm not here to...
Listen, if you're here to uphold the law, that's what you're trying to do, right? Is uphold this bylaw?
Yeah, there is right now a gathering.
Okay, it says right in the bylaw within the first couple paragraphs that none of this is to supersede the Canadian Charter of Rights.
Okay.
So whatever you feel like you are trying to enforce as a bylaw officer, I understand that you feel like you have a duty to uphold your responsibility or whatever comes in your job. But as part of that job, and upholding this bylaw further means upholding the Canadian Charter of Rights. Section 2 of your Canadian Charter of Rights. Do you know what Section 2 is?
I'm not here to
Bang,
argue
bang,
about
get him,
that, okay? Right
get him,
now,
man.
Can you pause that? Can you pause that?
And you decline that, right?
I am not interested in contracting you guys to help me do anything in terms of me as a human being.
Not a problem. We'll be here. Every single person coming out the door, they're going to get a shot.
What are you going to charge them with?
Joe, pause that, man. Pause that.
I
Zach,
love it
I
when-
gotta say, bro, bro, my hat's off to you, man. The way that guy was responding with the yeah, I'm surprised you didn't lay him out, bro.
Well, he's filming himself. How's he supposed to do that?
Yeah.
He has to drop the phone first.
Four cops right there.
I'd invite him in.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
Like, come do a personal workout.
I love how you took his job and used it against him.
Yeah.
Because that's what you did. You literally said,
There's
I understand you doing your job, but your job said you can't do this. So,
I like how
fuck
vexed he
off.
was getting. Yeah, I like
Oh,
how
yeah.
vexed the guy was getting, and then he could, Zach was just like, no, calm, give him.
So Zach, they
information.
pretty much just leave after this, right?
Well, so they stayed. The police dipped as soon as they possibly could. The cops didn't want to be there at all. The bylaws stayed for about 10 more minutes. I had one client who walked out while they were there.
Yes.
She's a 64-year-old woman with a single knee replacement and comes to the gym to keep herself going. She walks out the door. That fucking bylaws officer goes up to her and is like, ma'am, why weren't you wearing a mask coming out of the building?
I
She's
saw
like,
that part. Yeah.
She's like, I have asthma. I have an exemption. He's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And turned away and fucked off. And that was it.
And he approached her so nice, like, "Oh, ma'am, by the way,
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Fuck off! I have an exemption." He's like, "Oh, okay, sorry." Yeah, so much for charging every single person coming out of the gym.
None of my clients have gotten a ticket for anything.
My question is to you: when you're dropping him knowledge, does it not show in his face that he doesn't even know his own fucking homework?
Don't know his own job.
He's
That's
like,
what
"Oh,
I pointed it at
fuck."
him, and I was like, "Can you say that again?" He said, "This has nothing to do with the charter." Like, fuck. There's the perfect like summary of the whole situation right there. Guy doesn't know what he's doing. Period.
So has this bozo bothered you before this video?
Yes, this was the guy. He came and saw me back in like October. And better to all of this, he came up the stairs and I have a door with a keypad on it. And he waited, and a client, a 14-year-old boy, came up the stairs, punched in his code, and the bylaws slipped in behind him.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so I videotaped that interaction as well, and that's what got me all the heat way back when, is that I posted that like back in November or whatever it was, and then everybody knew who I was, and then CBC and CTV and Rebel News and all of them then noticed who I was. Wow. So yeah, this is the video that's everybody has seen, but there is one from back before too. Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Have they come back like afterwards?
Stole my shit, bro.
Yeah. I think that's where you're going. I think have they come back after the fact, like after all this?
So they came back. So that was January 12th. They came back on the 18th. They gave me and my fiance a ticket. We were the only people in the building. And same thing, they're like, we're going to wait for all your clients. I'm like, joke's on you. Nobody's in here. They gave us both another ticket just because. And then they came back the 23rd, 24th, 25th, parked in the parking lot and just like eyed the place down. I waved at one of them one of the days. He waved back and like, that was it.
Wait,
and then
how did they give you and your fiance a ticket? Don't you guys? I would assume you guys would live together, like not be in the same.
Well, I'm like I'm the owner, and I can be inside of the building even if I'm not open for business, and yada yada yada. None of them give a fuck. They're like, okay, well, if you disagree, then take it up in court. Whatever. Here's your paper, anyways.
It's like they had to stick up their ass, and they just wanted to fine you for whatever.
They just want to write on paper, man. They want to feel
Zach,
important.
how many tickets have you accumulated so far?
I've gotten 5 tickets, including my fiance's, the total $4,200. Okay. And then I have those 2 court summons that were, like I said, written. The 2 numbers are consecutive on the tickets. Like they didn't write one yesterday and deliver them both at the same time. They wrote them back to back. I called the courthouse in regards to the court summons, and it says in the Municipalities Act that a certificate of offense needs to be filed within 7 days of being written or it's inadmissible. So I called the courthouse 8 business days after those summons were written, and they said that they had no record of them on file. So I'm still going to show up for my court date, June 18th. Rebel News is coming along. They already said that they're going to be there with a camera to see what goes on.
Nice.
And I'm going to keep operating until then.
So now are you
Rebel News? Big shout out to Rebel News.
So now there's a potential. What is it? We're back in the gray. I don't even know what these fucking colors mean.
Yeah, basically, I think by word on the street is tomorrow is going to be an announcement. I think we're going to get locked down. Word on the street for my kids in school. Yeah, they're going to start doing virtual classes on Tuesday. Okay, so I'm pretty sure by probably tomorrow night at midnight we'll probably get locked down again.
Fucking fantastic.
Before Easter weekend, for sure.
Quebec's going back to red zone, so their curfew as of tomorrow 8 p.m. is back to 8 p.m. from 9:30 to 8 p.m.
I don't know.
Well, so you know what? I'll take this second and say too that as soon as we're into the gray zone, I have been heavily considering doing like memberships. We don't normally do memberships at the gym. So anybody watching this, if you're looking for a place to lift, let me know. I ain't closing.
Yeah.
All right, give him the address, brother.
Is 1290 Trim Road out in Orleans. I'm right off the highway.
That's right. Work out, look good. Get yourself some trim.
And I heard if you say shooting the shit, you get a discount, right?
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
The promo code.
Hey guys, honestly, for anybody listening, I'm a customer at Zach's facility. I've been going there now for 6 months. Literally, it was the first time that he said he was going to open during the second lockdown. I said, because of that fact, I'm going to support this man's business. And I went there, and it was literally supposed to be just something temporary while Mavati was closed. And I went there, and I fell in love with it. I'm still there 6 months later. I've got a personal trainer there. I don't see myself leaving there at all. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to lift or even just get in shape, whatever it is, wants to train.
I was going to say, James, you're looking good, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
Fuck, there's a product right there. That's the product.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach, man, good luck with this new lockdown. Anytime you want to come on and shoot the shit or talk some shit, you're more than happy to come on, man. Hit up with James or whatever. Message me and we're good to go, bro. Thanks, man, and good luck to you, Joe.
Zach, guys. Appreciate it.
Later, buddy.
Later.
Yo, that is crazy, guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
but
nuts.
imagine everybody did that, guys. Imagine everybody who was fed up with this lockdown stood up the way that he stood up. Bro, what would happen? What would they do?
I don't know, man. Crazy.
I
shit.
agree with what you're saying, but I can say that about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But the sheeps.
Yeah, but a lot of people not well educated like this man. He took the time out to read the charter.
I love.
You know what I mean? So
And he's got a lot of support, guys. A lot of support.
He found his wall to stand behind.
Sorry, man. Sorry to me.
No, go ahead. It's fine. It's fine.
So he's been showing me stuff. A lot of people, like he said, have been reaching out to him from around Canada. And that guy in Toronto, the one that they made an example out of with the barbecue, Adam's barbecue.
Yeah.
So him and Zach have now been in contact because of, I guess, Zach's popularity that he's gained on social media. And this guy's been showing him segments of the case that's been going on. A lot of the stuff has been dropped against him. They supposedly took away his license to sell food and all this. He's gotten that all back. He showed me that, the PCR test, a little side note, but the PCR test is supposed to be ran on a 25 or 21 cycles or something like that. He showed me emails from the labs in Ontario saying that they run it double that at 40 cycles, and they're not supposed to. So, like I said, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Good for Zach for staying open. Good for him.
What was I going to say? I just find it's his approach that was fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. He was very respectful.
He came with respect and knowledge.
Yeah.
You could have came with stupid, ignorant power, which would have been my way of doing things. Not saying it was going to work, but I mean, tell me it wouldn't be hard to punch that little munchkin in the face,
Well, you see, I blame the government, the city, for sending these bylaw officers out ill prepared. These guys had no fucking idea what they were doing. They're just trying to do their jobs, right? And they look stupid trying to do it.
Well, how do you do that though? And then you walk into these big box stores and they're literally packed. You know what I mean? Like literally packed. There's been photos I've seen of the Costco's. I've been in them myself when they've been jammed. Walmart's, Home Depot's. It's ridiculous. Nobody's on them. Nobody's giving them fines. Nobody's all up in their asses.
No.
Well, because there's no COVID cases coming from those big box stores.
No, because the
membership waives it.
That we know of.
The sheep would have been upset. If they closed down Walmart and these big box stores, the sheep would have been mad. So they would have had to open back up. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Well, no, it would just go against them shutting down the little guys, right? Right now they're saying it's happening from small gatherings in restaurants and people's houses.
No.
So they want to deter us from doing that.
Yeah.
If they come out and said, "Oh, there's 10 cases at Walmart," well, then they're gonna have to close Walmarts.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
How something so contagious, man, it just doesn't spread there when people don't social distance and people fucking around with their masks, people touching everything.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
I don't understand how there's no cases coming from there, right?
Well,
it's happening. They just don't report it. That's all.
But yet at a restaurant where they're actually making people physically distance or making people sanitize or making sure people are wearing masks, it's a controlled environment because it's small, it's micro, But yet cases are coming out of these restaurants, but none are coming out of Costco, where there's fucking 1,000 people shoulder to shoulder there.
Guys, I have one question for you guys. Maybe I have multiple. I got one right now. My question is, what do you guys? It's been over a year. We've been through this, in and out, lockdowns, gray zones, white zones. I don't know what the fucking zones anymore. I don't even know if we're playing a fucking car game with these red light, green light shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But it's been over a year. What is absolutely going on? Why are we one of the slowest countries in vaccinations? Why are we the slowest people on, picking their tits up with Sauce would say, and getting our shit together? Why is other countries saying we're either all vaccinated, or Italy decided to say, fuck that, you guys are all going on lock. We need to put a hold on this to move forward. And they're moving forward, and we're playing yo-yo with our lives, up and down, up and down, up and down, open, close. What the fuck are we? What, James? I know you're dying to speak, so I'm gonna go over with you. What's the gimmick here, bro?
I think there's one answer to that, bro, and it's called Trudeau the Bozo.
Oh God, we revealed it. We revealed it on Versus.
He's the clown.
He is the clown.
Trudeau the Bozo. That's the only answer.
Are we just? He's such a terrible representative of a country that we are treated the way that he is, a bozo. Like we are the bozo country now.
Yeah.
All right. Stop bagging on Trudeau so much, man. because
Just because they let your ass in, that's when he first fucked up, by the way.
Yeah. That's fine. Stop bagging on him so much, because remember, he's still dealing with the shit that other prime ministers put in place. You know what I mean? Same thing with the states. He's got to deal with whatever fucking president before.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with COVID. That's not nothing to do with the way he reacted to COVID.
You said it has nothing to do with COVID, but ask yourself why there's no plants here to create a vaccine in this country. Trudeau wasn't in office when they sold all the plants.
No, I think it was Brian Mulroney back in the day.
Okay, so he's dealing with his bullshit from now. You get what I'm saying? That act from back then, it's on Trudeau's fucking lap. You get what I'm saying? Because like you asked, why are we so far behind? It's because we can't mass produce nothing here. We are too dependent on other countries.
Because we're too stupid.
Because of action of another prime minister.
Yeah, but we like Trudeau has ways to get relationships with other countries, good relations. Like Chile has had the best vaccination rate of any country in the world. They don't have anywhere producing it there. They have good relationships with other countries. The politics literally says like, yo, I have people from like, China, whatever countries on my WhatsApp, and as soon as we saw the vaccines coming, we were messaging them like, yo, how can we get some? But here's the issue. Even that country being as vaccinated as it is, it's still going through another wave. My question is, why is every single country, every single place around the world going through these waves at the same time? No matter how vaccinated you are, how non-vaccinated you are, it's still everywhere gets like the numbers increase at the same time. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Okay, that's funny you said that. But me and Bam were talking today, right? Bam has a track coming out with Tiggy from Australia. And he's like, "Oh yeah, he wanted her. You wanted her to put another layer on her vocals. Whatever. That's not the case. She said that they're going on a shutdown. Yeah. Wow, is that not coincidental that we're going on a shutdown? It's so fucked up. Like
it's media.
Like I turn on the news and I'm like, oh, yo, we're going to lockdown. Yeah, but it's like another country. I'm like, how is the same shit happening here at the same time?
Almost like it's just a playbook that everybody's following.
Right.
But what's the end game? Is it the great global economic reset? Like,
no, I think that's just a product of it, bro. There's going to be many products of it. It's an agenda, and if you want to get into an easy analogy, they created September 11th in 2001, bro, and they carried out an agenda for 20 years after that in the Middle East and around the world. Now they've created this virus and this whole fucking hoax, and there's going to be an agenda that's going to unfold for the next 20 years from this. And you know what? That great reset is just it's a product of what's going on.
Do you think they're trying to get like the digital passport, digital identification, more tracking,
that's one thing, right? There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money in pharmaceuticals. We all know that. We all know how the big pharma has been fucking everybody in the whole world for decades and decades and decades and decades, right? So why not anything different? They're going to take full advantage of the situation. They're going to do that during the situation as well.
You know what scares me?
Get everybody vaccinated for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and then how often are we going to do this whole pandemic shit again? This is the COVID thing, right? COVID's happening. Cool. A couple years down the road, some new illness comes up. We're locked down again. Like, brother, it's just a crazy cycle.
I think that we were so compliant with the virus excuse. Next time, they're not even going to talk virus, bro. They're just going to say we're going into a lockdown for this reason. We're going to a lockdown for this reason. I've heard on the news through CBC, I read an article on CBC on Facebook that they were talking about every couple of years we should have a COVID-style lockdown for the sake of greenhouse gases and the environment for 30 days.
Like, I understand. Like, I understand the reason.
But that would make more sense than what we're going through now.
Well, they've got everybody adapted to a lockdown, right? So now people will say exactly that, guys. People will be like, yeah, you know what? We did it for fucking COVID. I'd do it for the environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do it for my wallet, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'll do it in the winter. If I can work from home all winter, it's cool.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's things like that. So I just think that there's going to be a lot of rich people benefiting from what's to come and what's to unfold from what happened in the last year and a half.
Now, I just, it's been just for me, it's overall, it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. The UFC had a statement saying in Florida they're going to be hosting a pay-per-view event that's going to be fucking full capacity. Now Houston, Texas, their baseball opener is going to be full capacity. The NFL said by the beginning of the NFL season they're running at full capacity. They have it worse than us, don't they, in numbers in the United States?
I believe so, yeah.
So when the fuck did they say, fuck this, we're doing this? Like,
I think Yeah,
Don't
I
you see
think
something here?
Yeah, I think it's our passive aggressive culture, right? Canadians are known to be friendly, to be nice. That comes with us not being aggressive in these type of situations. Well, we talk about Trudeau being a bozo, but he's a reflection of
Bozo's back.
our culture. You know,
It's true. That's a good point.
It is, and that's why we are where we are. We're a great country, but in these situations, we're not the leaders. We're
That's true.
We're not the guys being at the front lines.
If you compare a protest in the United States versus a protest like here in Ottawa, it's like some guys holding signs.
You know,
in the States they're gonna go storm the White House.
bro, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Like these people in Montreal protesting. You're protesting during the hours that the government allows you to be out, and then you're back in your house during the Thursday.
What do you got to say, Bam?
You got some more sheeps than the people who are wearing the masks.
I disagree because the fact the states are fucked up and they got a big divide between government and state. You understand what I mean?
Oh, okay,
so
it's different like that. Okay, cool.
It's very, very different.
Break it down because I don't know.
It's pretty much Ford fighting Trudeau right now. Anytime Trudeau says something, Ford's always got something different to say. You know what I mean? You know,
but they're not really steady.
Well, they disagree on some things. Vaccine, it's vaccines. The vaccines is coming, and he's like, "Well, give me the vaccines now." You get what I'm saying? And we can do something. In the States, they're literally changing the laws so people can't fucking vote. You get what I'm saying? Like one particular state, not all the states. One state is changing the law so people can't vote.
Well, here's my question to you, Bam.
Because
the
that's
culture is
fucked
totally
up.
different. Their system, their political system is completely different.
And this is why you get a different result down there because you got Florida saying, "Fuck mask, we don't need it."
That's what I was gonna say. Like, how is Florida getting away with this? Because you couldn't do that here.
Because the government can't tell a state what to do.
But why is that? Is it just state law supersedes government? Or?
This is the Constitution in the United States. This is the problem. You get what I'm saying? Because
we got to move to Florida.
Right now, Biden is trying to put a $1 trillion whatever. He's trying to bring this forward, and ain't no Republican backing that up. Why? Because they all lose fucking money. You understand what I'm saying? So. And he's trying to do this for the environment, for this, for that, whatever the case may be, whatever his reasons are, but they're not going to fucking allow that shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's where a guy can say, "Hey, let's storm the Capitol," and there they go. You see what I'm saying? And it's weird because, like I said, this state is fucked up, that state's fucked up, that state's doing good, that state's fucked up. They don't listen to each other. They don't work with each other. Oh, you can't tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's horrible. You know
okay,
what I mean? At least in your country, you guys, you say you're passive aggressive, but at least y'all work together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to
for certain things.
Something. You know what I mean? Y'all accomplish something.
But I don't think we
never accomplished anything, you idiots.
Well, you do accomplish because those cases down there are fucked up, and the cases up here are not.
It's the exact same thing.
No.
James, attack him.
No, I totally disagree.
It's the worst right now in Ontario. They're saying it's the worst in Ontario and Canada than they've been since the pandemic started.
And they've been giving out vaccinations.
And they've been giving out vaccinations.
And we're wearing masks. And we're fucking sanitizing. And we're staying at home.
My fucking hands are dry now.
The whole country of Canada have better cases than the state of New York by itself.
What's the state of New York?
New York has almost the same population of Canada. Fuck.
Yeah,
but you see what I'm saying? So now you see, that's what I'm saying. So every state is just fucked up and it's just rising. Nope, we letting loose, we doing this. You see motherfuckers going spring break, bro. Who in their fucking mind?
I'll go.
It's going
James,
down
coming?
They are wilding the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know this guy's coming for sure. I know this
guy's I got a story. So about a year ago, I had a good friend that got me sausages, and he rolled by my house to get my dad sausages every year. And he rolled down he rolled down the window, and I was like, "Hey, man," he goes, "The sausages are in the trunk." I was like, "Cool, man." It's like, get in the trunk. I'm like, "You want to come in and give them to him so he can thank you?" He's like, "Nah, man, COVID." A year later, I hang out with the same guy.
Your father's a little bit older, you know?
And then I'm talking, all right? A year later, I see him. He goes, "Oh, all these sheep." That guy is right. Right there.
Okay, well, let's break it down. Carm,
what sheep that you know? I don't know. That's my friend.
Lone wolf.
Just because you shave it yourself doesn't mean you're not a sheep, my brother.
So at what point did that flip for you, Carm? Like at one point were you like more concerned about it to the fuck it? Like who cares?
I never was a sheep. I don't know what Joey's talking about.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
well,
dude,
maybe not a sheep. Maybe more concerned. I guess more concerned.
Let's put some context here, because that.
Yes. Okay.
So
okay.
When I went to go see his dad, COVID just came out. I work in an environment that I see a lot of people. There was an outbreak in certain areas, so I've just been careful not to go outside. I did come outside and I give you the sausage. So I don't know what happened there.
Do you want more stories, guys?
More than
you want more stories
right now than you do. I'm probably out in different places more than you are.
Okay, but answer the question.
I'm not afraid.
You were afraid. When were you not afraid? But bro,
I'm
dude,
not afraid.
Bro,
I'm not afraid.
Bro, why you gotta be such a liar? Okay, when did you get less afraid? What the fuck? How else you wanted to put it?
No, I'm still the same. I still do the same thing right now. I wouldn't go in your folks' house right now. Same thing. Okay. I'm not afraid. I'm afraid to pass it on to somebody else. I may have it and pass it on to someone else.
Yeah, sure.
But how, Carm? You're healthy. How? I don't understand how you would be afraid. Anyways, I don't want to get out.
Yeah.
So why, guys?
I know people who got it, so it's
I know people that caught the flu my whole life, including me.
Sure, it's a bad flu. That's what it is.
A flu? What fucking flu has anyone ever had that said it wasn't that bad? You had a flu that says fuck, it wasn't that bad. I went to the gym.
Rates are actually higher than this year in terms of like death rates, like the average flu.
They don't consider anything the COVID. So the COVID.
Carm, sorry, Joe. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. You probably are more educated.
I have a statistic that showed what the flu was in 2018, 2019, and what the flu was in 2020 so far in 2021.
It's non-existent.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And if you look at total deaths, Carm, total deaths, same thing. In 2017, 2018, 2019,
it just
didn't increase.
It's a flu. It's just a
But you told me it was worse.
Yeah, but it's not worse, Carm. It didn't increase.
Yeah, it's a more intense flu. Is
if it's like, so intense? Thank you.
I really population to a certain population.
I appreciate. I appreciate
generation. It's more intense.
Yeah, listen to the media. The what kills me is I fucking forgot my fucking question, Carm. You pissed me off so fucking bad, bro. You pissed me off so fucking bad.
Whatever.
Anyways, but it's just I just with you're saying okay, so the normal flu compared to the coronavirus, right? If it's the deadliest flu, quotation, because it can mean just worse, right? It doesn't mean it has to be deadly. It could be worse. But if it's so bad, how the fuck could someone catch it and not have an effect or a feeling and have the balls to call them asymptomatic? Because that's bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, they're calling healthy people. They've given healthy people a name.
But all of a sudden, what are they, fucking mutants? We were walking around mutants here? You have a flu that you don't know about?
Way too many things that don't make sense, bro. You know the PCR one, the PCR one, that's what kills me, that test. That's what kills me the most. They got to shove that thing all the way down to your throat over here, down to your fucking tonsils, past your tonsils, but it's yet the most contagious flu. I should be able to spit on the guy from 6 feet away, and he should be able to fucking be able to get a sample of it from me. Why would they have to stick a fucking a swab this far down your face?
I've done it. It's pretty bad.
And then run this test double the amount of cycles it's supposed to be.
I'm just worried. I know a few people that would do it for fun because there's a few junkies. You just stick that thing in there now, and 8-ball will come out, bro. I'll tell you that right now. You know? Boop, there you go, buddy. fully didn't get it. But why, if it's as bad as it is, okay, and the government is telling us, and we are going in lockdowns and etc., and businesses are taking a hit. We've all seen it. Zach stood up for himself. I get it. Why the fuck don't we really do what Italy did and shut the fuck down, like for real? But why? Because there's a reasoning behind it. They don't want us to fucking heal within a month. They don't want us to heal within 28 days, 14 days.
Because if they lock down for 21 days and they had no more justification for cases, right? At that point in time, they would not be able to say cases are going up anymore. They need to say that.
I agree.
They can continue to execute their agenda.
What's the agenda?
I don't know. We're expecting you to tell us.
There's so many things that are going to unfold from this, man. There are going to be so many things that are going to unfold from
this. Like what?
It's already starting. Well, first of all, there's already the debt relief program that Ontario's talking about. where if you have some certain amount of debt, they're going to come and take your assets from you. That was one thing. And people were saying that people were conspiracy theorists for saying that. They're crashing people's financially to come and take their assets. Same thing with the businesses, man. The money that they're lending out, if you can't pay them back, they're taking equity in your business.
Yeah.
If you sit down and summarize that, bro, what's
the end game here? Don't you think people will rebel?
Digital dollar. Well, there's the digital dollar to come from it as well. So complete tracking of the world funds. Man, there's going to be a lot to come from it, Carm. Yeah. There's going to be a lot. The ability they have the ability on a global scale to snap their fingers and put everybody into a lockdown. They've created a tier system, regardless what the situation is going to be. They can come on the radio one day and say "gray zone," and everybody's in their house.
So I think
we're trained now.
Yeah,
I think we said at the beginning of this when we started talking about this.
Yeah.
There's two factors that really stick out to me in this whole lockdown or this whole pandemic. In the last 10, 15, 20 years, what has been the major concerns you've heard in the news? Pollution and debt, right? Keep hearing about those. I feel that they use this pandemic to test it, to see, hey, if we have less people driving, less vehicles, how's that going to impact the pollution?
Yeah.
The environment. 2, this is a fiscal policy that they never used before, giving people money directly. Yeah. They've never done that before. They've printed money in the past and give it to the banks.
Another part of the agenda.
Now they said, hey, to keep the economy going, how can we do it? We got to try something different. So this was a good test for them to give the money directly to the consumer. So then they would spend, they would save, they would do more. And maybe that's a better, impactful way to keep the economy going.
Or
so I think they use this to test their
or come to control a population. That's complete dependence on the state,
That's
bro.
all part of it. That's all part of it.
Complete dependence on the government at that point, right? You're completely depending. They're annihilating any source of independent income, and they're trying to make people completely dependent on the government. Someone who owns a small business at the end is just going to say, fuck it, close the doors and start collecting CERB. Now they are no longer able to go and get that money in that capitalist world. They can't go and make that and double that and flip it and build. They can't do that anymore. Now they're reluctant to. Now the government at any time can say, nope, this month you fucked around. Nope, this month you're not getting your stimulus check. You fucked around. I'm cutting off all your digital currency and all your digital dollars with the click of a
mouse. A step further, interest rates. Each one of us will have different interest rates being charged to our
with a credit social system. So you ask me, Carm, what's the agenda? Well, there you go. Another big thing you mentioned earlier in the podcast.
I never said there was an agenda. I just wanted to know your thoughts.
Yeah, that's right.
Vaccinations is a huge part of it. Pharmaceutical. Man, they've been killing people worldwide to keep their customers fucking going, man. What makes this any different? This is on a global scale. You're talking billions and trillions of dollars for these fucking manufacturers, man. Huge. Who owns these manufacturing companies? Who?
Bill Gates. I get it. And I'm with you. But I'm looking at what's the end game. What is like? Is there a huge event that's going to occur that
follow the dollar?
Yeah, our funeral.
Right?
Yeah, like, there will
be. The end game is where people, I can't put my finger on that.
It's funny because
people that run the world, Carm, maybe they want to say, "Oh, you know what? I don't want these peasants sharing this planet with us." They have the ability to do that.
I'll fucking rob them. I don't give a shit.
That's what it needs to get to, bro. If everybody stood up, Joe, if everybody stood up and had that attitude, these people wouldn't be able to do that. But unfortunately, we don't because we live in a world of sheep.
Sorry, I was kind of blacked out there for a second.
Yeah, you know, that's the difference between a wolf and a sheep, man.
But the thing is, we're 5 complete different guys. We can put all each other in a room. Everyone can meet us. We're 5 different guys. We have all different types of views, and not one of us could pinpoint an end game. Or even have a decent end game, or because I'm always pretty good at putting myself on the other shoe and be like, you know, like I remember telling people like, yo, you're gonna get vaccinated. People are like, they can't make us, because I put myself on the other shoe. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna force you. They're gonna force you. For 1 minute, you can sometimes take a step back and be like, if I was them, if Hitler was reincarnated and he was a psychopath, and you know what I mean, but he was smarter, you know what I mean, like, and you're like, they're gonna make us do this shit. And then, you know, I get people text me, oh, I just got vaccinated. The same people that said I'm never gonna get it have got vaccinated. Cool. I can't get mad at them. I knew that was going to happen. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to put myself in the other shoe as what Carm is saying. What the fuck's the end game? And I have no idea. I understand the micro things, but I think they could have still done all this without the whole pandemic.
Yeah. And you know what? One key point I got to make, guys, is human beings are terrible at keeping secrets. All right.
Yeah.
For this to be, let's see, there's this conspiracy, this agenda.
True.
Right? It's gotta slip, man. Like people, you need a mass of people to get this thing done.
Well,
we can't keep secrets, dude.
Not really, bro. Not really. You just need instruction. Everybody's part of a hierarchy, man.
Yeah, but
doctors, when they're told something from an association that controls them, but you think they're going to say shit? There are a few that are stepping up to them. There are a few that are risking their lives and their careers and their livelihood to step up to it. A lot of them, bro. Your boss is going to come and tell you to do something. You're going to do it. When I was in finance, bro, my boss went and told me. I knew there's some things he told me to do that were immoral. I didn't even think twice. I just did them because it was part of my fucking huge salary, right?
That's what it was. Yes.
That's what it was.
Something on a grand scale, man. Something like.
But there has been stuff that slipped. There has been stuff that slipped. There's been documents that have slipped.
To get back to what Joe said about putting 5 people in a room and we can't figure out something.
Yeah.
The reason why is they stuck to the original plan. Keep everybody divided. You understand? And long as we're divided, we're not going to see the plan.
Yeah, but you put us 5 in a room, we're probably going to start drinking anyways. So
yeah, but the original plan is keep everybody divided, because if he got you thinking one way, got you thinking one way, me thinking one way, and them two thinking another way, we're never going to see the plan. So like you said, even if there was a plan, like Carm said, it probably slipped. But we heard this, that, and the other. So now we all got all our own things, and we're not seeing the slip. You get what I'm saying? So the slip is there. We just got to figure out where it is. And I like James' point of follow the money, because if you follow the money, it's going to end up in those same people's pockets.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So once you start reoccurring in those same people's pockets, now you can remember what they said. That's the slip. You know what I mean? So
now,
that's what I think.
Bam, we know the answer of yours, and people probably know the answer for me, is for the other 3, vaccination. Would you guys just take it just to end this bullshit?
I would, for sure. Like, more for the travel, and to be honest, like I have my youngest son, and he's going through it, and he's 6 years old, and he understands. We're driving in the car, and he wants to go see his great aunt that lives in the States, and he's like, Dad, when are we gonna get vaccines? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, I know the older people are getting vaccines, but when can I get one? He's 6 years old. And we're like, well, why do you want to get a vaccine? He's like, I want to play with my friends. Like, I want to go see my family. Like, he's 6 years old, and it's affecting him that way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like, it breaks my heart now. I don't know. I just want it to end for that.
You know what's crazy? I have the same issue as him. I want to play with my friends too.
It all comes down to playing. But no, on a serious tip, like he just wants to live his life. At 6 years old, he knows this is not normal, and he wants to live his life.
No, I hear you. So what I just find, yeah, you're right, man. I would just take it because whatever. I figured I'm not gonna tell you how much I weigh, but I weigh more than you guys. So the 2 shots are gonna kill you guys faster than me. So, I'm all right. All right. So I'm okay. If I start seeing you guys fainting, I'm like, God damn, But when the fuck do we start putting our country accountable to what's going on? This is for me. This is pathetic. Yeah. You see? Yes, I agree. I fucking agree. I don't know. I'm getting sick of it. Like when I heard there's gonna be another lockdown, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, leave us alone. Let us be. It should be to a point now where they should let everything open. As a restaurant owner, be clean. As a customer, be safe. You know what I mean? You use the hand sanitizer, or you make sure shit. But if you're paranoid, because there is those paranoid people, stay the fuck home.
Side question. Sorry.
Yes. No.
The premier here in Nova Scotia,
yes,
made a law where people can bring their dogs on patios now, in this province.
Okay.
What do you guys think about that?
I think it's disgusting.
I think it's fucking totally disgusting.
Yeah, why would you bring your dog to a restaurant?
It's fucking nasty. Why would you want to go?
Because of the pandemic, if you out walking your dog, you stop, grab a drink, blah 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 blah. I think it's bullshit because.
How about would you bring your dog, ma'am?
No, fuck that. My dog will bite somebody.
This thing's a psycho.
No, it's just the fact that the waitress or whatever, she might be a dog like, hey puppy, how you doing?
Touch
the dog and then go get some food. You get what I'm saying? I got a problem with
would you do it if you get a discount? I think I'd do it if I get a discount.
No, I got a problem with cats jumping on my countertops. You know what I mean?
The cats don't jump around the countertops and shit.
So I don't think it's right personally. And today I heard on the news this blind lady with a service dog was fucking insulted. You get what I'm saying? She's like, she's like, it's bullshit because my dog was trained for a certain thing. Your dog's not trained. We're barely 3 feet apart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your dog gonna react to my dog, and my dog don't react a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm blind. I got to get up and pull my dog. Next thing you know, I'm knocking over the table next to me. You get what I'm saying? So for you to even allow them to do that is disrespectful to me. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, she's fucking.
It's because now they don't know what to do, man. They're trying to just be like friendly, you know. They try to accommodate to you now. They're doing whatever it takes to have that little bit of we can bring it. I agree with you. It's fucking retarded.
Where coming from, but I just think it's wrong.
But Bam, I'm gonna tell you. So I go to O'Brien's, right, and I get a meal and I get some fries or whatever, and she brings me my plate and my napkin and my fucking beer and and the forks and I said, can you get me a bottle of ketchup? Like, I'm tired of these little fucking containers.
Packets. Yeah.
No, and she goes, well, it's COVID. I can't give you a bottle. I'm like, I've been touching your door handle. I touch your seat. I touch your table. I touch your plate. I touch your fucking. And then the ketchup is where I stepped out of line.
COVID loves ketchup, bro.
So I said this out loud there. The whole place started to laugh. I'm like, wipe the fucker down and give it to me.
There you go.
The bottle of ketchup is starting to become like fucking gold now. I want to squeeze it on my shit. And it's starting to drive me nuts. It's the stupidity. But look,
yeah, the common sense drives me bananas too, man.
James told me a good one when he was in Cuba. Remember they gave you the napkins? Remember?
Yeah, that's right. So we're there. We're sitting at the buffet. They'll come. They'll give you the napkins with some tongs, and then they'll take a bottle of Fanta, pour it for you. They'll take their hand. They'll grab the cup. And they'll put it down. Like, thank you very much. I'm glad you're looking out for me,
It's like the guy at the corner store. The guy wore his gloves all day, thinking that he's safe. Like, everything's good. Like, COVID didn't land on his gloves and gave it to everyone, including himself. And I'm like,
he's good.
I'm like, the world's I'm sorry. People are not understanding that even if this thing is this super spreader and it is what it is, that they're still thinking they're doing a good thing, but they're really not fucking changing anything about it. Wearing the same gloves and touching stuff, nothing's changing. You know what I mean?
Wearing the same mask for 4 months straight. Are you fucking kidding me?
My mask is dirtier on the inside now than it is on the
outside. Oh god! You're always shooting the shit, Joe.
Yeah, I know it is. It literally shit's coming. Don't eat peanut butter and burp in your mask.
Shawarma, bro.
Dude, you fucking died. It's a suicide mission. I'm telling you, dude. You're the only one dying. You're like, bruh. I'm like, no, I just fucked things up. You know what I mean?
The worst is sneezing when you have a mask on. Like, what do you do?
Does yours go flying?
I sliced right through it, but
I'm just what it is like it's the things, man. The mask thing. It's like I work really hard. The fucking thing's attached to my mouth. I'm fucking dying. It's the burping. The only good thing it is, and it got me through so well, is when I'm looking at people weird, like you're a retard, but it's covering half my face, right? So I'm just like,
we can't tell.
And I feel like I can let a few like at the bars, Carm, I can let them rip. The waitresses and the waiters don't smell them as bad, right?
The filters, they got the filters.
Carm does because his mask is off with me, and he calls me a fucking asshole. But I mean, they got masks on; they're okay, you know.
That's crazy.
Those are the positives, man.
Now he cares about their feelings.
On some of them, I kind of have to see. Fucking even Diaz says at work he has to tell some drivers to take off his gloves. Dude, your gloves, and the thing is, my big pet peeve about gloves is when you put on gloves, you don't feel the dirt on your hands. You don't feel dirty, so you tend to wear them a little bit longer. Yeah. When I'm at work, when I grab something in my hands, I wash them, and you know what? I didn't start washing my hands throughout COVID. I've been washing my hands throughout my whole life, by the way, just to give you something. And that's where like certain things are making shit a little bit dirtier. You know, have you not seen all these masks that are thrown on the ground now?
Oh, they're gross.
They're everywhere. Yeah. They're everywhere. It's fucking disgusting.
I could just imagine them in the oceans and shit too, bro.
My favorite.
Bad. It's gonna be so bad.
My favorite is we in the morning we go to drop our kids off at school. We walk them over and to be nice to teach the kids we all wear masks as we're walking. Is one mom goes out of the car, she drops her mask on the street, and she picks it up and puts it on. And I'm like, do you not realize what the hell?
What do you mean? I did that today.
Come on, man.
What's the fucking gust? I had it. I took it off. The gust of wind took it off. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it flew far, I wasn't gonna look for it, but it fell near me. I was like, whatever, and I picked that thing up, man. Like,
it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
We just have to. A number one question I get, because, since I've started a podcast and, you guys have been great guests on it, I get asked a lot of topics of questions. And one of the questions people ask me is, do you think people are always going to wear masks? And my answer is no.
Nope.
What do you guys think?
Nope.
Well, like forever?
Yeah, like from now on, it's gonna be the thing. I think people are gonna keep doing it, especially around like the flu season and the cold season. That mask is warm for me, bro. I go outside, I wear it for warmth more than anything else.
I agree with Alex, man. I don't think it's something that's going away anytime soon at all. And I think from now on, there will always be a certain type of person that's going to wear it all the time, just like they do in China.
Yeah, exactly.
I was in China in 2008, I think it was, or 2009, one of those years. And, bro, the people were wearing masks back then.
Well, do you think that the positivity of the mask, for instance, is either you wear it because you can't afford to be sick, or you wear it because you are sick? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be mad at someone that wore a mask on and be like, yo, bro, I got a fucking cold. And I'm like, cool, thanks for being considerate towards me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or some guy that can't afford, he's like, yo, bro, I can't afford to be sick this year. I got fucking work to do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what it's supposed to be, though.
Yes.
Throughout all of time, you've always protected the vulnerable. Since when has anybody had to hide themselves healthy or like protect themselves and they're dead healthy? You use the sick people and the weak people that are taking care of themselves, It's just this time it's been flipped. That's why it doesn't make no fucking sense.
Bam, what are you drinking?
Diet Pepsi.
Okay, no, I was kind of Carm. You have a beer with your hands because I'm getting kind of jealous now. God damn it. Anyways, another thing I wanted, because when they test you, there's data, obviously, right? Who you are, whatever the case may be. Do you think that they should have, to 2 million vaccinations? I think that's probably the number, give or take. Do you think that number should have been given towards the age group that's majority caught it? Like, let's say, like the 45-year-olds, whatever the case is. Because right now they're giving it to the 80-year-olds
who are dying from it. Right? That's what they're doing.
So you think they're killing them?
No. They're dying from COVID.
Oh.
They're the more vulnerable ones.
The older people, right?
But do you see a lot of 80-year-olds at Walmart and Costco and at the bars? Because I don't think they're not going anywhere. So I figured they're a little safe.
Costco, they're bananas.
I just think they went backwards. If they're sitting there trying to say, from an economical standpoint, giving it to the 80-year-olds is not the right idea. You get what I'm saying? You want to give it to the people who's working, going out and spending. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I agree.
Because they're the ones who's interacting in life every day and doing what they have to do.
I agree.
But if
and no disrespect to the old people, I get it. They need it. But if the young person is vaccinated, then when they go see someone older, you think they're going to get?
But going back to the conspiracy theory thought, if I vaccinate all the working force, I no longer have anything to scare you with.
True.
I mean, I can't control you as easily anymore. I can't go back in red zone.
I had to see. I like your conspiracy. My conspiracies is always dark, right? Like it's always like I'm like that's a good point. Mine is like you vaccinated an 80-year-old and they died from it, and they're like, well, they're 80.
It's all good. Don't worry.
It wasn't the vaccination. That was the reverse, right? Yeah, it was the reverse. They were gonna die anyways, and I was like, oh, maybe it was this needle. But I don't know. I like the way you're thinking too. But I mean, I was like,
you shouldn't call it conspiracy. You shouldn't, because a lot of it's derived from facts, man. It's conspiracy facts, not conspiracy theories.
Well, I don't have all the facts. I can't.
I
tell
have
you
no
why
facts
giving it to certain people.
This is the most unfactual show most of the time.
Yeah, the bro science.
Most of our facts is the first click of Google. And whatever Bam made up that day. There's times after the show, me and Bam go and do some research together and be like, shit, we were both wrong. And we argued for 30 minutes.
All the listeners, folks, make sure you Google the shit that you hear on this show.
Don't listen to me about nothing.
We are not responsible for the shit that's said on this motherfucker.
It's called shooting the shit. It's not called facts with Joey and
Oh,
Bam.
no, man. You are going to get less educated with this show. I mean, you're going to be out going, nah, that's what they said, and people are going to look at you weird. I'm telling you this right now.
That's funny.
Anyways, I found some pictures from back in the day, pre-COVID.
Uh-oh.
I know. What year was this, man? What's going on here? And then we got another one right here. Pre-COVID, these guys were
I like
fit.
the hairline on this one. I like the hairline.
Oh my god.
Pre-COVID pictures. These guys were looking good.
Why is
man.
it always us, Dave?
Hey, Carm.
Carm.
Like, come on, man.
It looks good, bro. I don't
It
know.
does look good. That's really good.
Up my ass or something.
Why do you have so much? Why do you have so much stuff? Like
That guy looks like he owns a Vespa, man. Like,
Jesus.
Yo, you gotta know, bro.
James?
When Ivan, our buddy Ivan created those pictures. But you guys have to understand, Ivan created these pictures. Like now, it's so easy to do something like that, right? They have apps that would do it like this. Guys, Ivan created these pictures on a motherfucking Palm Trio. That's how old. I swear, that's how old the app was. He sat there for hours to get the face right. Like,
he's an artist, eh?
Yeah.
look at that. That's good, man. That's really good.
The mustache is pretty
That's
good.
hilarious.
James did have hair like this. They both did have hair like this. I'm telling you.
You guys look like you started a software company or something. It's crazy.
Oh, that's too funny.
Look at James's eyes the same.
Carm, I was technically no part of this. I got a
Get
ding.
them. Who got them?
I got a ding ding from a secret admirer on my phone saying, "Hey, these guys are coming on," and I said, "Yeah," and then I was like, "This is great." It's because what happens,
That's
guys? We plan on doing this every Wednesday, last Wednesday of every month. I get 30 days to figure out how to make fun of you guys again. Right?
Oh god.
But Carm, you thought it was over at this point, right? Carm's like, "There's no more pictures. The Vespa's done. I've been dancing on boats. Fuck these guys."
Please, like, can we pick on someone else? What?
I'm sure that they've already used the video, right, Carm, from you doing the Travolta dance.
Yeah, Carlos put it up, but it was like shitty. That's why this gets better. So we're trying to get the original footage, and it's from James's wedding, and they're like, so Carl's like, "Yo, do you have the original footage?" And I'm like, he doesn't have it. And all of a sudden, James goes, "Fuck no."
Of course not. I burned that shit.
It's like, I already knew the answer before. You know what I mean? I'm like, I was like, damn it. But yeah, no, we there was that choppy one. You know, we played it a bit. Yeah, no, but Carm, this is it. This is the last one.
What do you mean the last one? There's more?
No. No.
Carm's waiting. He's like, what else?
Yeah.
I'll see you next month, motherfucker.
See you in 30 days.
Remember what Joe said. No more. Remember this, guys.
No more.
No more today.
No more for this month. Yo, E-Rock, man, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good, brother.
Good.
Yo, E-Rock loves these ones. He asked a couple podcasts ago if this was going to be a regular thing. I think you said it's the last Wednesday every month, right?
What I'm trying to do, and I talked to this about BAM, dude. I was trying to get a format. We get super bombarded with interviews. Like we actually get, and it's been great. Don't get me wrong, man. We met a lot of like, but there's there's not more. Not that I know of, man. So
hold on a second.
So like we got bombarded, but the thing is, we were trying to do interviews on Mondays and have more of a freelance Wednesday like this. And we're talking about getting like maybe an artist to come shoot the shit, not totally interview them because we already have someone from the past and come in. And it's literally, you know, we thought about doing it in the new year, and dude, it just the things kept flying. Like we're still booked for every Monday till like sometime in May. You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to keep the Wednesdays open for more of a casual, because people actually like the interviews are cool, and trust me, some of them are great, and I love some of the talent that we push out there, but this is what people engage with, and people comment the most and disagree and agree. And of course, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff, you know, and the great Carm pictures and stuff, right? You can't do that during an interview, right? So
you gotta get shirts. You gotta get shirts made with Carm.
I got so many, man. We have Carm. You have a lot of merchandise, man. You and the Vespa, the Travolta.
The smoke will say shooting the shit.
Dude, you should Carm merchandise. Big up
Carm, man.
We should do that.
Dude, I think we got something here, man.
Yo, I wear this t-shirt for 100%.
I will not me, man. Never in my life.
I'll rock a Carm shirt. Definitely.
On the Vespa? Come on.
No.
That'd be sick.
Carm, are we gonna get if we get footage, and this is volunteer footage of you driving the Vespa?
Oh, I got you, bud.
How about like we videotape you, we GoPro you? We can do that.
No, I always create the material. You know that. I just don't like the fact that you make fun of me on that. But hey, it is what it is.
Yo, big shout outs to E-Rock. Yo, big shout outs to
E-Rock, man. Next time the boys, you're coming on, E-Rock. You got to come on, man.
The number one producer, the backstage producer.
Yes.
You know what? Big shout out to Diaz too, man. He's always commenting every time I'm on here, man.
Yeah, Diaz is a good friend of ours, man. Big supporter since day one, also, man. Like, I've got some. So we actually have some great supporters. I can't deny that. You know,
true. Crazy Russians.
Oh yeah, that's Andre was writing a lot. He's the one that wrote "Hi Carm," bro. That's Andre.
Andre, what up, dog?
That's Andre. Yeah. I'll pop up a couple of these names. You know.
He wanted to hang the Russian flag on the
Andre.
I promised to do that for him one day.
I think Andre
I'm
actually
my hat and everything.
I think Andre thinks that sometimes that the show is like a Zoom meeting. You know.
Poor Andre. You should have him on one time.
Like, but he can't. He's annihilated back at home at this point.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
It's like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's why he's all drunk, fucking telling me, hurry up. One time we weren't even starting, like, hurry up. I see all these comments. I'm like, goddamn, it's not even 8 o'clock yet, man. You know what I mean? So
That's
it's fucking crazy. But guys, the last Wednesday, do we have a date for that one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, you ask me about dates. You see the size of the spliff I just put down right now?
It is April 28th.
28th.
Done. We'll do that. We'll get something together, boys. We have a whole month. I like some of your ideas sometimes. This was put a little bit, you know what I mean? I saw the Wednesday being open, and I skipped out on the, what was it? Not last month? Yeah, last month's Wednesday. Wednesday. What happened was, again, I was just book. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're pumping them like crazy. Good interviews, though.
Killing
was
it,
that
man.
one guy, Buddy Slap or whatever?
You know what, man?
He was awesome.
Dude, I didn't know what to expect with some of these interviews. There's some that I have no expectations that you end up being like they're great characters. You know what I mean?
I liked him. I like Buddy Slap. He had his homies in the background too, so they all.
We had him on. He's been on. Narrate's been on before.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
he was when they said his name. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That was the producer that was on there.
And then there's some that, man, I can't wait to interview them, and that wah. Man, I'm like, why? You know? Yeah, it just happens, bro. It just, you know what I mean? I guess I don't know. And I swear, it's the ones that I just get on. We talked, and then all of a sudden, you know, the characters come out. You know what I mean? There's been some really great ones. But I like to finish every episode with a video, and we had a boy Trips that was on a few months back. Great artist. He has a song called Easy Peasy.
I like this video.
It's fucking hilarious, guys. Guys, stay on. I want to talk to you guys backstage, but for now, peace.
Yeah.
Trips, Easy Peasy. Let's do this.
Easy peasy. Please believe me. I done did it, now I living breezy. Easy peasy. Easy cheesy. I done fucked around and made this shit look easy. Easy peasy. Let me squeeze it. Pick a new car out like eeny meeny. Easy peasy. Please believe me. Catch me smoking out till I'm wheezy. In Ibiza, sipping lean and I'm smoking reefer. I don't wanna leave, so I guess I'll cop a visa. Please go get me a Caesar, cause I'm a diva. Man, I'm the bee's knees, eat some D's up. Wasn't always easier, but it get easier. Now the type of shit I'm on, I got the heebie-jeebies, but easy peasy, green and leafy. I need my medicine, got that CBD weed. Why you splash around, niggas tryna fuck the wave up? I come back around, I'm just full of misbehavior. Got your capping gown, but you didn't graduate, huh? When I'm blacking now, how you calling for your savior? Easy peasy, please believe me. I done did it now, living breezy. Easy peasy, easy cheesy. I done fucked around and made this shit look easy, Easy peasy, let me squeeze it, Pick a new car out like eeny meeny, flip it easy peasy. Please believe me. Competition out here, teeny weeny. Come in lax, then I run it back. That's 100 stacks. Johnny Appleseed, I'm a lumberjack. Showing up machines with a fucking axe. Man, I'm trying to get off the road, bitch, sit fucking back. Don't compare me to you cocky-headed niggas. I get it in the pocket, that's the difference. And everybody want it till they spin it, cause they got it, but they lost it cause they spin it. Do you get it? Yeah, it should be easy peasy for you. As far as being about the life, it ain't been easy for you. As far as flexing your steez and your fees, you loyal, cause you's a G and you know it, but you been bleeding for it. But niggas talking loud, but they stories all sound made up. When I'm walking out, I be tossing 4 grenades up. Get you popping now, city rumble from the base side. We ain't stopping now, stupid. Easy peasy, please believe me. I done did it now. shit till they see me. Naturally.